All right, in this video, we're going to talk about how to save a fortune on interest payments. Now, this interest payments can include a car, a mortgage payment, just about any loan. You'll have to check the fine print, but just about any loan, this is how they work. So let's take a look at it. So let's say you wanted to buy a house, $300,000 house. What you'd want to do, or if this was a car, what you'd want to do is put down the least amount of down payment as you possibly could. And you're going to see why in a minute. Where you put the least down, because you're going to put a lot down afterwards, and this is the reason why. So if we scroll down, you'll see on here the loan amount is $300,000, but with the down payment of 5%, you only put down $15,000. And then let's scroll down here. Look at the payment, how it breaks down, and this is how you actually save the money. So this is the amortization chart over the life of the loan. So if you'll see here your first payment, and you're going to pay $1,364. The amount that's actually going to go towards taking off the loan is $409. The amount that you're going to pay to interest is almost $1,000. Isn't that incredible? So, and as you can see on this chart here, the principal is in blue, and that's how much you're actually paying towards the loan. As you can see, it goes opposite. Towards the end of the loan, you start paying off more and more and more towards the principal of the loan. And you can see on the green at the first of the loan, just like as you see here, the major portion of it goes to interest. So the name of the game is to pay as much money in here as you can, because you want to get it down over to here where you're paying more on the principal and less on interest. So let's take a look at this. So here's how it works. So you paid 5% down, you paid $15,000. So let's say you actually had $60,000 to put down, or $80,000 to put down. So let's say you had 80. So 80 minus 15,000 would be 6,500 or 65,000. So let's go over here. So you got that 65,000, and what you're going to do is you're just going to say, hey, here's some payments, and your first payments, you're going to pay 65,000. So you're actually, you don't have to pay this, you don't have to pay this, you don't have to pay, and you just keep going down, because all you're going to be paying is this principal. So you're going to pay $65,000 worth of principal payments. So if you start adding that up, it is incredible, the savings. Let's look at the savings right here. So let's bring up our calculator, and so you're going to be 65,000. So this is about, we're gonna average this out. We're gonna say 450. So 65,000 divided by 450 bucks equals 144. So what we get to do is knock off 144 payments here. So what'll act, that 65,000 will actually take you down here. Let's see where we go. 140. So we'll be at 100. So your next payment is going to be right here. So look at that. You're almost at the halfway mark. And again, if you had more money to put down up front, and this is a larger purchase, this especially works well on like smaller purchases or cars or something that you can put a good chunk down. And then what you really want to do is get as far down as you can. Where you see here, now you're paying $1,000 a month towards the mortgage once you get down here, and only $259 towards the interest. But as you can see, the banks are smart. What they know is, like, let's say you're paying all this money, look how much money you're paying to them on this interest every month. And if you default down here, let's say you paid them all this money and you default, well, they're going to get to keep the house and all that money you just got. So they're holding all the cards in this game. But you can level out the field if you know what's going on. So do your best to get the lowest down payment, and then take as much cash as you possibly can and put towards that loan, and get it down here where you're the further down you can get, where you're paying a lot more in principal than you are interest. I hope this helps. I hope this makes sense. I've done this many times and have saved a fortune in interest. If you have any questions or anything, comments, I'd love to hear them. Leave them below.